How would you like a free book on colour theory? Stick around and I'll give you one.
TipTut.
Hello everybody and welcome back to TipTut. Today I'm going to give you a free book. Now, as most of you already know, I've been working on a project called Basics for Beginners, and it's going to be an augmented reality textbook that teaches people the principles of graphic design. Now, the first chapter of this, based on colour theory, is nearing completion. I just need some feedback from you guys to make sure that I'm on the right track before I commit myself to the rest of the book. I'm looking for feedback from all types of people, so whether you're brand new to design, whether you've been designing for ages and you're going to use this as some kind of reference material, any feedback at all is absolutely helpful, and I've made it as easy as I can for you guys to do this and help me out. And in exchange, you get a free book. So let me just show you how this is going to work then. On my website, tiptut.xyz, you can go to the resources page. There'll be a link in the description anyway, and you can download Chapter 1 Colour Theory directly from there. Now, if we open this up, you can see there's my ugly mug. This is an extract from the book, the first chapter of Colour Theory, as well as the little introduction beforehand as well. Now, I will say that obviously the augmented reality stuff isn't going to be included because it isn't made yet. So any reference to the augmented reality exercises you won't be able to complete. However, 99% of the book is just information about colour theory, psychology of colour, print and digital colour formats, that sort of thing. So essentially, this is near complete information. It's got little exercises and stuff for you to complete, and it's yours to keep, to do what you like with, apart from redistribute. You can't give this away, okay? If you do, I'll come tell you off. In exchange, all I'd like you to do is fill out a short survey with a few questions. Now, obviously, if you want to get a better understanding of what this augmented reality section is, there is also a link to the mock-up of the augmented reality app, which you can click around through. So, for example, you could explore Chapter 1 Colour Theory, and there's some fake exercises of what that augmented reality section might look like. For example, it tells you you're going to be placing things onto colour cards. So one of the exercises might be you're asked to place the complementary colour for yellow, which after completing the chapter, you'll probably know is purple. So you can then click through and see this user picks up a purple colour card, pops it down on the mock-up, and then it would say, well done, you got that correct. So that's an example of what some of the augmented reality exercises are going to be, just in case you need that for a bit of reference. But say, for example, you've read through this chapter, you've gained all the information that it has to offer. You then just need to fill out this quick form, and it is as quick as I could possibly make it. So I'm just going to do it now. How would you define your level of design experience? Well, I would say I'm a senior designer. On a scale of 1 to 10, rate your initial general opinion of Basics for Beginners. Well, I'm pretty happy with it at the moment. 7 or 8. This is awesome. Boo, it's rubbish. You understand this sort of thing. On a scale of 1 to 10, how easy was it to understand the information contained within this chapter? I'm pretty happy with the information. I'll give that another 8. If there are any particular sections that were difficult, please mention them. You'd say, yes, section A was worded badly, that sort of thing. On a scale of 1 to 10, how legible, easy to read was the information? So this might be things like, is the red text on a black background difficult for you to read? Is some of the stuff too small? Are the images too overwhelming? That sort of thing. So you give your general opinion. Again, I'll give it another 8. I'm just doing all 8s so that I can remove this from the analytics when I get it back and I know that that's what those things are. Are there any particular sections that were difficult to read, as I mentioned below? So this is the same as the question above. You just say, yes, I didn't like red on black, for example. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much did the tone of voice appeal to you as a reader? This is something that I'm trying to get down. I don't want it to be too patronising or too professional. I'd like it to be quite friendly, but without talking to you like you're a child. So again, I'm going to give that an 8, and then you can provide more detail if you'd like to. The last questions would you just be willing to purchase a full copy? Yes, no, or I'd need to see some more. And there's another link to the augmented reality exercises. And then there's a free form section here where you can put any further comments, other things that you thought about when you were exploring the chapter. Once you hit submit, you'll get a little confirmation, and that is it. You can edit your response and you can submit as many responses as you want, just in case you think of something later. And that is it. You can keep the chapter. It's all yours forever. I'm never going to take it away from you. Doing this is really, really going to help shape the future of the book. And as a little extra bonus, if you want to, I can add a section where you can put in a name, and I can add your name to the acknowledgements at the end. So if you leave your name on this form, then you'll be put in this acknowledgement page of the book. And if it is ever released, then you'll have your name in print as an acknowledgement inside Basics for Beginners, which should be pretty cool. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Please do go and fill out this form. Grab yourself a free chapter of the book. I've been working really, really hard on this. You can probably tell from the bags under my eyes. There's only about 8 or 9 weeks left for submission, so I'm going to leave this up for as long as I can, and I'm going to be plugging it everywhere because this is the most valuable part of the entire process. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and I'll hopefully see you all next time on another episode of TipTut.
Remember to subscribe for more tips, tricks, and tutorials. Thanks for watching.